right. All right. We are live. Holy cow, guys. It has been so freaking long since I've done this. I'm not even sure if I even know how to go live anymore. What the heck? Anyways, what's up, everybody? Charlie checking in, coming at you all live. It's beautiful Friday night. Hopefully, y'all having a wonderful evening. I got some good news for you. We're going to share that with y'all when y'all get up in here, though. Going to let the crowd kind of gather before we get into any business. But we got a duel challenged, a duel accepted, and yeah, my fate is sealed. Fucking JC has issued a challenge to me, and I feel compelled to accept it. I'm afraid I might lose my crown, guys. So yeah, we'll see. Let you guys kind of build up. As you all see, we are live streaming from the living room tonight. Yes, guys, JC has overtaken the wolf den. And yeah, so I figured I didn't want to go live streaming in his room. I didn't want to invade his space per se, and I didn't want to smell a stinking ass in there, And I'm kidding. Anyway, got to give him a little bit of hell. Let's give some shout outs, people. What is up, man? Have you guys missed me? Holy shit, have you missed me? Alan Kramer in the house. Phil, Layla Bell, Mojo Jr. What's up, Mojo Jr.? Mr. Mojo looks like my homie, my little brother Jr. from Arizona. Much love to you, brother, out there in the sand. Paul Scott, Prince Milk, Phil, Pam, Tony, Bronx Born, the first wrench in the house. Thank you for joining, Bronx Born. How you doing out there in the Bronx? How you doing tonight? Is it I was about to say, is it a hot New York night out there? But it's just kind of warm out here where I'm at right now. Morbid Angel in the house. Boy Scoob. Yipe Scoob. What's up, brother? I'm just chilling, man. Bowser, my homie Bowser in the house. Holy shit. Ace Man. My crew has arrived. They are arriving, man. Thank you all for joining. What's up, man? How the fuck have y'all been, bro? Excuse my language. Trying to keep that down a little bit. I'm trying to keep that in check. I got warned, or not warned, but talked to by some couple people. Erica's grandma being one, and also what was one of the things I want to crow about. We'll get into it, but there's been a few different people that have kind of said something about my language, and it's not necessarily family per se. I will say that, cursing a lot, I guess it can tend to be a sign of poor grammar. You know what I mean? A lack of the command on the English language, I guess you can say. So maybe it's kind of going to be like kind of a challenge for me to kind of keep it the vulgarities down. You know what I mean? Who else is in the house? And what's going on here? Hold on. Okay. Looks like it's a fake account of Dougie. I appreciate Chrissy you taking care of that for me. Chapman in the house. What's up, little buddy? How you doing? What's a good movie to watch, Chapman? I'll tell you what's one of the better ones that I've watched here the past couple of days. Has anyone seen Beef? That was a really, really good show, dude, except for the last episode, dude. Like, I can't really get into much. Last episode kind of disappointed me. But, dude, I love David Cho, Andrew Santino, the dude from The Walking Dead. Beef was a really good show. What else? Joe. I'm not a big Nicolas Cage guy, but it seems that I'm a huge David Gordon Green fan, apparently, and I didn't really care much for the last Halloween. Knock at the Cabin. I don't think that was David Gordon Green. That was M. Night Shyamalan. I honestly, I didn't care too much for Knock on the Cabin. I like Bautista, and I was really hoping that Bautista and Shyamalan working together would have been something. You know what I mean? But JC's come over here on the side piping up about one of his picks, Knock at the Cabin. See, another thing about the Knock at the Cabin I liked, and now we're kind of getting off. We're kind of veering off, but who cares? We're chilling out tonight. Am I right, guys? thing about Knock at the Cabin, I guess, is it didn't really pack that kind of punch. It didn't pack that. It didn't have that mystery power. You know what I mean? I feel that most M Night Shyamalan Ding Dong films kind of, that they kind of thrive off of. His wheelhouse is like suspense and anticipation and curiosity. And creating this curious story, and universe in which, the rules don't really apply. Kind of like, what was it? Old. Has anyone seen Old? Old was a very, very good movie. And it had a very great story, really awesome twist that I don't want to ruin for anyone at the end, but it was really great. Chrissy in the house. Chrissy, thank you for getting that comment for me. Angel, Pam, Tony, Tiffany Silvis, Kyle Lopez, Mr. Whistle, Jordan Yon, Belinda McNeely, Potts, Paul Scott, Renee Gallardo, Wes Warren, Mr. Mojo Jr. Oh, my friend Junior in the house. Sorry. Tried to. Mr. Popper, what's up, brother? Miss Rachel Lynn in the house. My friends. Rachel Lynn, I heard I got to see a little bit of the live stream, or not a live stream. I guess it was a phone call that was leaked out. I guess apparently freaking Isaac called you. Oh my God. He called you to argue with you about whether you were right or wrong or something, I guess, huh? And your opinions, and secretly recorded the conversation and then had Mrs. Cottywomple upload it to. What the hell? Are they still going on with that drama fucking bullshit? Guys, I swear to God, it's got to get old, huh? Not you guys. I really appreciate what you guys are like a necessary evil, you know what I mean? Without you all, you wouldn't, Fatty would be running around this motherfucker unchecked. You know what I mean? You guys are popping them in the chin every chance you get, and I really appreciate that, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, it's also pretty sad, dude, that he is still living that drama-filled fucking toxic existence. You know what I mean? That he has led since what, 2015? How long have y'all known this guy? You know what I mean? How long has this war, which is not really a war, I've made my peace with it a long time ago. And try to move on, when I can, but then, like, really honestly, guys, this guy doesn't want to let the shit go, because quite frankly, these were the best years of his life. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Yeah, I bet you, like these were like the best years of this man's life. You know what I mean? If he can go back and he can live 2018 again, and oh man, I was on top in 2019. I was the man. And they did have a good time, I guess you can say. You know what I mean? Miss Gina Satilli and family. Much love to you, Gina. How are you? I thought about Gina. She was you like this one shirt that I had, and I don't know where it is, but I just seen it here recently, and I was thinking about selling it because it's vintage as hell. It's like from 76 or something. It's like a K-Rock shirt or whatever. But yeah, man, appreciate you always having my back and everything, and for a while, since back in the I remember the I'm sorry, I lost my shit. Hotel days, you know what I mean? Back in whenever I first moved back to Colombia, and was hoping to try and coast off of super chat money. I just started live streaming. I wasn't really about into live streaming much. I was kind of coasting off of my content, as it were. I was taking you guys on just as I do now, but not as often, guys. I've kind of slowed down a bit. YouTube isn't really, hasn't been a career thing for me, but I tried, to help that become a thing back then. And I think about it now, and it's just kind of cringes me out. You know what I mean? Miss Satilli, who else? A bunch of you people, a lot of you guys were just supporting me with so much super chats and shit, you know. And I honestly thought that I was going to try to make a career, like a career or some shit off of, you know, YouTube, which I kind of made myself a decent little living off of it, I'm sure, you know. Uh, uh, but it just didn't pan out. And in that instance, you know, that's where I want to talk about, I guess, a little bit about Fatty and the whole drama and shit, you know, and how he wants to try to hold on to it and try to relive those days in which he was on top and try to use, you know, my downfall, you know, my unfortunate, you know, behavior and shit, you know, when I was drinking and smoking and acting an ass and really feeding my own, not only feeding my own inner demons and shit, but also feeding my own ego. You know what I mean? Really kind of, you know, just following a dark negative path, you know what I mean, in which I wasn't using, you know, my YouTube channel for good, you know, but I did have an opportunity, you know what I mean, to do something great with it. You know what I mean? I honestly did, you know, and um, there was a lot of damage done all around, you know, on my part, mainly against me on my end. You know what I mean? When I think about all the shit that went down and all what was said and done and shit, um, you know, it hurt me, you know, more than anyone else in the end. You know, if Isaac wants to sit here and continue to grind this axe about, you know, what, you know, he has endured and what he has suffered, you know, I guess mentally by my words or something, this victim thing that he has been trying to play up to, has been trying to handcuff himself to for the last 5 years. Um, but dude, you can't live a victim all your life, man. Honestly, dude. There's a time to let it go, time to move on, time to grow up, dude. Like, I don't know. And I don't know. It's like you have to figure it out a way to process it on your own way. And I'm sorry that you haven't. You know what I mean? Like I said, it took me a lot to swallow and process and deal with, man. Understand how much I lost, guys. Think about how much I lost. You know what I mean? Whenever I, you know, let my emotions get the best of me. I broadcast, you know, to the world, you all my inebriated thoughts and emotions, you know, in a very altered state, you know what I mean, while being, you know, engulfed in this war, you know, with family and trolls. You know, it wasn't just like me against trolls, like it was like a very, you know, deep personal, I guess, you know, war that I felt, you know, I mean, I didn't just feel I was, you know, I was waging, you know, publicly, you know, and I definitely, you know, made some horrible mistakes, you know, and lost. How much did I lose out? You know, how long, what did I have at one point? 100,000 subscribers, a little over 100K, on my way to doing, you know, possibly could have done some really good things. What's up, Andrew, Renee, Music Truck Masters, Rebecca? Hey, Rebecca, mwah, much love to you and family out there. How is your son doing? Belinda McNeely, Kevin Hill, David James in the house from down under. What's up, Davy boy? Davy Boy Smith, the Australian Bulldog in the house. Classic Toast, Faux Popper. Faux Popper says if he was really messing around with Nikki's sister, he's got that herpaganosyphilades. I don't know, man. He's got the diverticulitis right now, huh? He's got the sepsisroids, which I find uh, a bit on the side of karma right there. You know, how long and how hard and intensely did he rag on Doug? Uncle Dougie, you know, for going to the hospital and being, you know, sick with sepsis, whatever, you know, blood disease and shit, you know, and here he is, you know, suffering the same similar fates. You know what I mean? And I mean, it is what it is, bro. It's karma. You know, you get what you give. You know, and I'm sorry for any of you guys that have to endure that shit. Like, it doesn't bother me anymore. Like, it doesn't affect me emotionally, financially, socially. You know, not like it used to anymore. You know what I mean? It used to be, this was my life, right? YouTube was my life. It's what I did. It's what I focused on daily. You know what I mean? And like I say, you know, at one point there was a time when I actually had the opportunity to do great things. You know what I mean? With what I had, but um, I made the wrong choices, the wrong decisions, and man, it was a hard pill to swallow. It's, sometimes it still is, man. You can look at these, these big YouTubers, going to these really awesome abandoned places, and stuff. And I'm like, fuck, man, that could have been me right there, man. Damn it. You know what I mean? Like, I had that chance. I had that opportunity. It's right there. And I fucked it up over some stupid shit. You know what I mean? I got caught up in a damn dumb war of words and emotions and I lost out on a lot. You know what I mean? And I'm and so I feel like if anybody is lost out, or feels like like that they missed out on something, that they were cheated or something like that, or slighted, you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like that it would be me, but I have accepted it. You know what I mean? Silver Surfer, thank you so much, brother. Says, hey, Charlie, I just wanted to say congratulations to you and Erica. I'm proud of you, man, taking the right steps on being a good man. Love you, bro. Well, I appreciate that, and you were there. You were one of the ones that was there from, kind of the beginning. You've been watching Grandpa for so very long. You know, you followed me at the hotel days. You offered me what, $50 to damn drink out of the toilet with my life's water straw. Seriously, like that. I had this straw. It was like a filter straw or whatever. And I had talked about perhaps drinking out of a fish tank or whatever, And then fucking Silver Surfer, he's like, I'll give you $50 to drink out of the toilet with it. And so, dude, I'm literally like on my knees in front of the toilet with this life straw, like, make that the $50 hit, bro, and I'll drink it right now, man. I'm about to drink up toilet water. I mean, it's embarrassing, bro. I look back at it now, I'm just like, you ever get caught up in that shit, like that shit thinking, of shit you did back in the day, and you're like, shit was retarded. I was fucked. I'm dumb. What's David got here? Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you can't be a dumbass all your life. Like old man always told me, Charlie, you can't be a damn dumbass all your life. And I guess he was right. I feel like I'm doing something right now. David's got a comment about Isaac. Wait, what's my homie David? You better watch out, David. Yo, like all y'all watch out, man, because you say one little small wrong thing about fucking Isaac, dude, and he will dox you and your whole fucking family. I don't want to bring up any damn names, man, but a good close friend of mine, her and her hubby, all her people about to get fucking doxxed because she called him fatty or some shit. Like, we were talking about a motherfucker whose damn threshold for criticism, and emotional battery, I mean, it's paper fucking thin. I mean, he's one great giant fucking hog, but his pig skin is fucking super goddamn thin. It is what it is, bro. Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. What's David say? Isaac Guest can't wipe his own butt, so he walks around with a couple of pounds of dingleberries at any given time. Well, he has that shit, what, smegma? He don't have just septis. He has smegma, too. He has septic. He has septis and septic. Septic dick. I would not be surprised, dude. I would not be surprised if this dude didn't have, like, at least a couple ounces of dingleberries. How much? Honestly, like, how heavy are dingleberries? Is this like, we can Google this out? Can we serve up a Google check on the average weight of a dingleberry, I would have to say that this fucker definitely has a couple of ounces of dingleberries. Got of at least fucking ass twist, ass hair twist. This motherfucker dude got ass locks, dude. I swear to God, he's like, what's that fucking dog, the Commodore? Like on the, you ever seen like the Bush CD, the dog that has like the fucking, I don't know. I ain't gonna try to get too far into all that. That makes me want to puke a little bit. Um, but yeah, man, like freaking so like he calls up my friend Rachel to try and tell her why she's wrong as well, and why he doesn't want to have to dox her and try and correct her flawed thinking. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Can't nobody change anybody's fucking mind, And I haven't tried to lean on any damn body. I've been doing my thing. When was the last time I actually even went live? You know what I mean? Like I've got, I've tried to keep it calm, and I'm still trying. I'm gonna keep it calm. It ain't no try about it. I'm gonna keep it calm. You know what I mean? With me and the family. You know what I mean? I've got no beef with my brother, my sisters, any of them on that side. You know what I mean? Like I have processed that whole thing, and I have forgiven, and I'm trying my best to forget and move on and atone my mistakes. I feel like shit that happened last time with JC, and me kicking him out was a complete mistake. And, I feel like it didn't have to happen and go that way, and wouldn't have happened and gone that way had I not perhaps used JC as maybe a tool and shit. You know what I mean? In like a war or something. And I'm big enough and man enough to admit that perhaps I did, tried to use JC as a prop, you know what I mean? Because I was live streaming a lot, and I was bringing the boy into it, the young man in on it, you know what I mean? And getting him to throw in his 2 cents, and all that was just straight fucking wrong, wrong, wrong. You know what I mean? And I've really tried to, to fix that. After I kicked him out, you know what I mean, and I worried about my job and feared for our security, and then realizing that it was okay, that nothing was going to be taken from us, that no harm was done, and that I kicked JC out for reasons that were perhaps my fuck, well, not impressed, that were my fault, because like I was using him as a pawn in a war, as opposed to damn, trying to help him out, which, I should have been doing in the first place. And so that's where I am now. And, yeah, we're going to continue to do the right thing. You know what I mean? And try to help, JC steer his ship in the right direction. You know what I mean? And that's not going to happen with any sort of, family war. You know what I mean? And it doesn't do, it doesn't do him any good. It doesn't do us any good. It doesn't do my soul any good at all. Silver Surfer, thank you, buddy. He says, hey, Charlie, can I? Yay! Classic. That's wonderful right there. It says, hey, Charlie, can I have the mankind pants? No, you cannot. Sorry, bro. I know you would love those. Maybe one day, whenever we have the AGP museum up and running, I'll have a little Charlie Chill wing over here to the side or something, with Erica's mankind pants in there and behind glass or whatever, and you can go study them, all you want. But yeah. She's like, no, that's yeah. No, he may not. Don't act like he can either. It's creepy. So Erica's a classy gal. Those are only my mankind pants. Appreciate you appreciating them though, man. Appreciating beauty. There's nothing wrong with appreciating beauty. Beauty is one of the most cherished things in existence, right? You know what I mean? Like beyond money, fame, like beauty. we'll start wars, we'll stop traffic, and I'm stealing this from Chris Rock, actually, and I'm crudely stealing it. He said it wasn't quite like that, but his last stand-up, has anyone seen it? It was great. Gamer Guy Gaming, thank you so much. Says Charlie, you have come a long way in life. Well, I appreciate that, man. You saying that because yeah, like who doesn't like to hear that? Like I know that I have, you know what I mean? And um yeah, it's taken time, honestly, has it not? You know, here we are coming up on almost 3 years sober, guys. No alcohol, 3 freaking years. And you can tell. I mean, can you not tell from like physically, dude? I'm like probably the bet. Look at dude. Like I've got my fucking cut almost going right now, guys. How about that? Freaking sitting here 162 for you right now. Been doing push-ups every day, man. My curls every day. Been trying to watch what I eat. I quit smoking. I quit smoking cigarettes a year ago, like 2 days ago, something like that. And I've just been vaping. Got me a little Delta pen. I got me a nicotine pen, and that's it. That's all I fuck around with, guys. I don't dabble in weed. I don't even fucking smoke hard. I don't even smoke weed anymore, guys. Trying my best not to fuck around with pot because like for some reason it just felt like it was making me angrier. I don't know. It's weird. Pumpkin Patch, thank you so much. Faux Popper, much love to you. I just realized Faux Popper. It's kind of a mix between Faux Pas and Fatty. Faux Pas is actually who? Mark, right? The guy that put the death hex on me and the family. Eh, yeah. We are True Crime Cafe with Dago. Much thank you so much, brother. Says we are all beyond proud of you. Well, hell yeah, man. Damn right. As you should be. You should. I'm kidding, but hey, man, you know what? Why not, man? Because like I'm watching all this shit with Bam Margera here right now, and I'm just like, damn it, man. Like who here has given up on Bam yet? I mean, I hate to say give up on somebody, you know what I mean? But like, I sit here now in my position where I'm at now, and I look at Bam, and I look at myself, and I'm, you see a person that just doesn't want to get clean, that is suffering almost more from a certain sense of self destruction. You know what I mean? His own ego, is killing him more than anything. You know what I mean? Like he went from jackass to just ass. Like I'm sure it's fucking insufferable to be around his ass. He's like got his head so far up his own ass. You know what I mean? Bam, you're so used to damn surrounding himself around a cast of whipping boys. You know, people that he could poke fun at. Lessers, fuckers that he could swing down on. You know what I mean? And just lord over and just he is the ringleader of the circus. You know what I mean? And he's just, I guess maybe he has lived this life so long where he's felt almost entitled to beating people up. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what's this. He has hit his own brother here, and ran off into the woods. I think they say that he actually was bailed out today, this morning or something. But man, it's like, and I look at his situation, and I just see myself a lot, in which a lot of you guys were like, that I'm a good guy, that I got it in me, and you want to see me do best. You want to see me do better, and every time that you see me fuck up, you're just like, fuck, damn, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. I know you can do better. Get it right, man. Get it right, man. you know, and a lot of you kind of just strayed away. Like, I'll come back when Charlie's got it figured out, you know, and a lot of you stuck with it. You know, you've been here to see all the ups and downs, and uh, you know, yeah. I just want to, you know, say, you know, how appreciative I am of you, and that I can actually make you all proud. You know, it's an honor for me to make you proud. You know, and to hear you all, you know, recognize vocally, you know, and publicly this change in me. You know, so because that's one thing I was thinking about, Dad. You know, is that, you know, I know my dad. You know, my dad loved me. You know, he always expected. He always knew I can do really good things. You know, he always knew that I could be a stand-up man. You know, that I had it in me to work hard, to stand tall, to be honest, to look a man in the eye, to shake a man's hand. You know what I mean, and to stand by my word. You know what I mean, to be a good. Well, I would I would say to be a good man to a woman, but we all saw how Dad treated Mom. You know, like Dad was of an earlier age when it came to that sort of mentality, when it came to man and woman. You know what I mean? But you know, like he still taught me a lot about pride and respect. You know what I mean? And Dad would, you know, die for his. Well, I don't know about that either. He did teach me a lot about pride and respect and honesty and hard work. You know, that's when, you know, earlier on in life, you know, before he hit that disability, you know what I mean? Dad would definitely, he worked his ass off. And I'm talking about when Dad was at his fucking heaviest. I mean, well, not exactly his heaviest, because by the time he hit his heaviest, you know, he was already qualifying and for disability, and not only qualifying, he was already ailing to the point of disability. Like, yeah, you know, you don't carry around that type of weight, you know what I mean, without it like really creating, creating a certain amount of havoc and stress, you know, on your body and shit. Andrew G, much love. Thank you. Dropped at SK750. I'm not sure what that is, but the blue usually means around $5. $5 bill. I appreciate it. I will take that. And yeah, I appreciate it. I love it. I love you. Yeah. But you know, like, but I feel like Dad was, you know, disappointed in me. You know what I mean? Dad was ultimately more than anything, he was usually disappointed in me. You know what I mean? And it was because I kept fucking up. Like, I mean, what can I say? I mean, you know, like, what do you expect? I mean, a father to, you know, be proud of his kid for fucking shit in the bed, proverbial speaking, you know, but I was always constantly fucking up again, you know, just like with you all. I'd gain a little bit of ground, a little bit of trust with you all, you know what I mean? And then I'd fuck it up. You know, I'd get online and I'd say some stupid, you know, arrogant, pointed, downright derogatory shit, you know, intent on upsetting people and inflaming emotions and shit, you know what I mean? And uh causing myself, you know, more pain and harm than anybody else, you know, and just making you guys just you know, just disappointing, just causing a great amount of disappointment in you all and me, you know what I mean? Which a disappointment that I'm sure, you know, that my dad held even, you know, 10 times stronger than you all, you know, the disappointment for a child and a loved one, you know, somebody you really care about, that, you know, you birth. Like, I came from my dad's penis. You know what I mean? Like, I came from his cum, or I don't want to mean to get all vulgar, but you understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, imagine the disappointment that you would have for your child. You know what I mean? If And this is the only reason I'm saying it like this, is because, like, I'm trying to come at Dad, to understand Dad from a place of relativity, where I would understand, you know what I mean, where I would feel like, hey, if that was my kid, if it was Skylar or something, I would be disappointed to find out that, you know, she was getting drunk and falling over and talking shit and going to jail for drunk driving, and constantly fighting with fuckers just for the fucking hell of it. God, I'm telling you. Terry Davis, thank you so much. Says, forgive yourself. Your pops has. And I do forgive myself. Like, I do. Or should I? The majority of me, it does. I mean, don't we all tend to certain sort of hold a certain amount of like maybe guilt, maybe uh, uh, um, sadness, maybe uh, I don't know how else to put it. It's just sadness, I always carry a certain great amount of sadness with me. I feel like maybe just kind of might be at my core. Thinking earlier, about constantly, I think about time and it passing and people getting older and beauty aging and withering and dying, you know what I mean? And physical prowess, weakening, you know what I mean? And passing on, the torch being passed, you know what I mean? The lines and Pamela Anderson's face, you know what I mean? Fucking looking at damn my man Bruce Willis, can't doesn't even understand who people are and stuff now, missing a fucking tooth, dude. Like life just literally passing before our fucking eyes. You know what I mean? And I think about it a lot. I don't know if y'all think about it as much as I think about it, but I think about it a lot. Like almost too much, And I don't know. And like when you think about stuff like that, you start to think about how little time you have left. Like, bro, I'm 40, I'm 40. How old do people normally live? To about 80. Oh, I'm trying to push it. 80, 82. I'll live to about 80. Like half life is gone, and it seems like the older you get, the faster the days go by. You know what I mean? So you want to try to make the most out of your day each and every day, and you want to try to fill it with as much happiness and positivity and constructiveness, and I want to try and fill it with new things and change, and hope and love and all that happy horse shit. And a big part of that is learning to love yourself, forgive yourself, letting go, and forgiving others and stuff too, like it was a long, emotional, drawn out battle, with me and my brother and my sisters and stuff. And I'm not going to speak for them on their side, they may still have some sort of, harbor emotions and whatever, will say what they will publicly, you know what I mean? And feel how they feel personally, privately, but me publicly and privately, you know what I mean? I've deaded all that, you know what I mean? And I have, you know, looked to mend those bridges within myself. You know what I mean? Because you got to think, man, your whole life, your whole world, your whole existence, your existence, my shit is my shit. Your shit is your shit. And all of it, is all created within your fucking head right now, man. And, that swirling light and color and emotion and vibration is all just filtering in through the fibers, the hair, tiny hair like fibers of your brain that create this consciousness. And it's all in your head. It's all within you, to create your happiness, your sadness, your animosity, your anger. Billy Richardson, what's up? Says, hey, Charlie, the next time you see JC, will you tell him I said hi? I'm a huge friend of his. Billy Richardson says hi. He's a huge friend of yours. JC's sitting right over here on the couch. I don't want to move the camera too much because it goes black or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, he was sitting over here saying hey or whatever. What are you doing? So he's coming over here playing with a bottle over here. I'm like, get away from me. Who is this? Somebody said, Jamie Pipkin says, I'm 44 and pissed my best years away. I'm with you. You know what I mean? Like literally pissed my best years away, dude. Like literally go. PPP. Gulp, gulp, gulp. PPP. But hey, man, I'm making the most of it now, and I'm trying to have as much fun as I can, as peacefully as I can, So that's why uh, it kind of makes me cringe a little bit, and kind of just, I don't know. It eludes me a little, when I see people like Isaac, that pretty much stake their whole lives and their whole their whole existence, they create their whole existence and livelihoods and consciousness around drama, around chaos, around hectic activity, and I'm like, man, bro, like, how can you nurture your inner your spiritual baby in that sort of incubator? You know what I mean? You gotta, those people, the inner turmoil is just great. And it just overflows their vessel, their existence, their being, and it literally spills out into other people's existences. It literally permeates and damn rots, your joy and happiness. It's like he's like, these people are like a cancer, literally. So Miss Rachel Lynn says you had your own trauma to work through. We can love AGP and Mama Tina and acknowledge there was a reason you struggled. I mean, yeah, my dad was an alcoholic. My dad was a rageaholic. I believe that my dad was probably bipolar. Andrew G, thank you so much, says your future will be bigger than your past. Well, I don't know. I don't know about bigger. It'll definitely be more peaceful than my past, but I did go through some shit in front of a lot of people. It'd be nice if my future was bigger than my past, but that's hopeful thinking. That's wishful thinking, which is good to have. I always want to be hopeful and wishful and optimistic. We'll see. I know I'm working as hard as I can to make that happen, friend. Tell you that. But Rachel, yeah, to get back to what you were saying, about me and the making of the sausage. You know what I mean? I guess. Like, yeah, and my mom, she's had her issues as well, and I love her, and I don't want to talk down to my mom. I want to try and have the best relationship that I can with her while we still have this time on our earth together. I have recently started talking with her again and trying to keep it cool and copacetic and no drama, no talking shit about the family or nothing, all positive, And I'm sitting there looking at some pictures of her the other day, and dude, I started crying. Hey, doesn't this look like the state of South Carolina? We got this piece of glass right here. It's weathered. The edges are smooth, and I'm sitting there playing with it, and I just noticed that it kind of reminds me of the state of South Carolina. Both sides. Doesn't it? Look at that shit right there. There's Georgia right here. Here's the ocean. And here's North Carolina right up here. Doesn't it kind of look like, damn, that's pretty weird. Maybe Africa. Gonna find a place out in Africa. Y'all hear about that part? Y'all hear about Africa, man? How it's splitting apart? What, like the horn right here pretty much is like splitting the fuck off and is gonna bust away into the ocean, man, and create a whole new body of water in like the next 20 years, maybe. Ooh, my baby's burning her some grilled cheese, yo. Pumpkin Patch dropped another bomb on $2 bomb on me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Every little bit helps, and it counts, and it goes clink in the bucket. But yeah, man, David. So when are you going swimming with great white sharks, brother? I don't know, man. Like there was a great white named Mary that we were able to track off Facebook, but they removed her account a couple of years ago because people were trying to find her and shit. I don't know, man. Whenever we can afford to go find ourselves a diving cage, I don't do water. We'll go swim. I probably swam with a couple and didn't know it. I don't know if we're going.
grilled cheese? No.
I'm okay. I don't know if we're going camping. If we're going to the beach this year or not. We're talking about going to the Highland Games for the 4th of July. The Highland Games. It's like Scottish stuff. They do like all kinds of Scottish, and it's for real too. Like not only is it like just Scottish games, but it's also like family reunions and shit for like actual clans and stuff. You know, from Scotland. And isn't it kind of funny and weird how like part of North Carolina and stuff, like they say geologically is part of Scotland at one point when it split away or whenever they crashed together, some shit like that. Renee Gallardo says, where are you guys going next in the next vlog? I love those abandoned places. Well, I don't know if we're going anywhere abandoned tomorrow. I think Erica wants to do something else nature-y. So she's looking at something nature. I think tomorrow we're going to go get ourselves a Pepper X chip. Oh shit, man. Talking about the duel. Big news, guys. For some reason, man, I don't know what happened, guys, but for some reason or another, one of our videos has really caught fire on our Facebook page, Travels Together. If you haven't subscribed yet or followed, go like and follow on Facebook, Travels Together, all together with a Z. And we recently hit just over 10,000 followers. We are actually now at probably like 10,200 or something like that. Let me see here. Where are we at now? We are at 10,805, about to be 11,000 followers on Travels Together, guys, and where we had been stuck for a couple of years at like 6,000. And I don't know what happened here recently, guys, but something happened here recently where one of our videos where we went to an abandoned funeral home. I called the video Dead Bodies at a Funeral Home, you know, thinking that it would be kind of, enticing enough to garner, some views, honestly, to be up front with you, I was kind of, and it wasn't clickbaity. It was just a very highly dramatic, video title I figured would pop out. And I guess it finally did catch fire, but this video, it did. There was pictures of dead people, pre-embalming and post-embalming and shit. Not X-ray. What do they call that? Where they go and they examine you, pre-examination and post-examination, man. Like just some very deeply disturbing material, that I showed. I was like, here it is, man. And it was literally right there in front of the front door of this fucking abandoned funeral home, where I guess people probably found these photos and perhaps we're going to take home a memento, a keepsake or something, and perhaps maybe thought better of it, on the way out. We're like, ugh. You know what I mean? The distaste overtook them, and they were just like, "Yeah, I don't want this bad juju on me." Yeah, I've done it before. There's been times where I've been like, I'm not gonna take nothing from here. This feels wrong, weird. I don't want nobody. Sorry, I don't want nobody fucking with me. I don't need any, bad spirits tailing me back home over some stupid photos that I could have just left alone. But anyway, man, I'm tailing off. So I posted this video like 3 years ago, probably. You know what I mean? And uh, it didn't really do much. Like I think it got like 7,000, which really wasn't bad. Isn't bad for me. Period. I like 7,000. Good. That's awesome. You know what I mean? Couple thousand is good to me. I'm not a whore for views and shit. And I'm not gonna. Not anymore. Anyway, I don't try to be anyway. And I just try to let the content speak for itself. I try to go to really cool, interesting places. You know what I mean, and let the kind of content speak for itself. And which it did. God dang it! I dropped my toy, my little pick that I found that I've been sitting here playing with picking myself with. I'm also a sadist, guys. um, but anyway, yeah, So eventually, like all of a sudden, like 2 weeks ago or so, man, this video just really, I'm noticing on my notifications that like this video is just blowing up, man. And if I can go here. Let me go to my Facebook. Let me go over to my. I'm gonna go to. Let me see here. Abandoned mansion. Now people are watching this abandoned mansion video, man. That's been shared 99 times. Abandoned mansion part one shared 99 times. I don't see how many times it's been watched.
I like this one right here.
Abandoned. Hold on a second. I'm gonna find this in a second, real quick. Let me go to my videos, scroll all the way down, because this was an older video, guys. 21,000 views on Abandoned Mansion Part One right now, shared almost 100 times, and it's weird because Abandoned Mansion Part Two has only got 636. Which, like I say, once again, I'm not getting so caught up in the views. You know what I mean? It's just I like to look and see what does what. You know what I mean? The Haunted Rock House is at 30,000 views. All right, let me go down though. I want to see because this video it just blew up, man. I was so thrilled, dude. It was kind of an exciting couple of days there. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That I was just watching this video just grow exponentially and the channel as well. This video took the channel to monetization status on Facebook. And uh, if I can do a few live stream videos on Facebook in all candor, and honesty with you, then I can almost we can get like live stream or live chats and super chats and stuff on live streams on Facebook, and that'd be so cool, man. So we decided to. Well, JC challenged me a couple of days ago, and I thought, what a better way to celebrate 10,000 subscribers and followers on Facebook, then with a challenge, a live stream challenge that will potentially, with one that will, be like a little treat and bonus and thank you all to all of you and to all of our new followers and stuff on Facebook, and also let them kind of get a taste to see who we are. We're gonna have a lot of followers and stuff that'll be watching tomorrow that don't necessarily maybe don't know who we are. We're always talking earlier about how I have other people besides just Erica's family that are suggesting that I not, use such profane language in my videos and stuff. It's not just Erica's family, but also some of these new followers and stuff that don't necessarily know who I am and know who Erica is, that are consuming our content, that are following our videos and stuff, that are catching on to these, really interesting explorers that we have, but aren't necessarily, so much, into like my language. Some of these are kind of older females, older males and stuff, that are kind of turned off by the bravado that I, send off with, my vulgar language and stuff. And so, like I say, I can understand where they're coming from off of that, where I can, be a little bit distasteful, for like, some, some people, it can also hinder me in my vocabulary. As right now, I feel like maybe I'm speaking a little bit more fluently, Oh my God, look how much I weighed right here, dude. I'm looking at older videos, guys. We have quite the content, the library on our travels together. I wish I could get it to focus in on this. We have quite the content and library on Facebook. 2019. Look how big I was 2019. Holy crap. This video is even back further than that. Damn, when did I post this video? We've done a lot of stuff. I'm still going, trying to find this video. Damn, I got a lot. And then there's a lot of stuff here that you'll never be able to ever see again, man. That's been torn down. Structures that have been torn down. We won't ever be able to go back and see again. I'm having a hard time finding this video now, guys. If you could just bear with me one moment. Hey, Silver Surfer, check it out, man. 2019. I called it Butthurt Falls, man. I am the worst when it comes to titling videos. I make the weirdest names for my videos. But abandoned her nursing home, embalming room from hell. You know what? If I just go here and type in dead bodies at abandoned funeral home is what I called the video. And here it is right here. 434,000 views, guys. 998 shares. You can see Dwight and Michael in the reflection of my video of my phone. I'm watching The Office. But look, man, almost 6,000 reactions, 732,000 views. Huh? Oh no, that's somebody else. That's somebody below us. Goldie Yabes. I'm sorry. I don't mean. I'm not trying to take your view count. My view count. 443,000 views. 1,000 shares, and has garnered us, guys, over 4,000, almost over. God, I was at 6'2". Stanley, much love to you, bro. Stanley Matuzak in the house. Thank you for joining, friend. I think about my homie Stanley every night when I go to bed, and I put my phone down on my nightstand, dude. I appreciate Stanley and all of you that donated, contributed to our wedding registry, because you really kind of helped, enhance our mode of living, our standard of living, man. I can't tell you, man, how difficult it was to keep a charge on my phone and all that whenever I had, the nightstand before. It was a piece of shit, dude. Didn't have what I wanted, what I needed, And yeah, man, I don't think I ever thanked you properly enough for that, brother. And just thank you for being a friend. Travel around the road and back again. Heart that's true, you're a pal and a confidant. I feel like that would have sounded good if there's some music behind it. Hold on, sing. Let's Let's get the music going. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Travel around the road and back again. Okay, now I'm fucked up. I see. I feel like I had it, but then the music kind of comes in. I'm kind of like Dwight, not Dwight. I'm like Andrew Bernard when it comes to like, was it the history of dance? Like I can do the whole dance, or he can do the whole dance as long as it's strictly quiet. Nobody says a word, no music or anything. I can sing like an angel, like a fucking, like a wet dream. As long as nobody makes a sound. Don't look at me, and I can't have any music. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, I messed myself up. Hold on. You messed me up. Hold on. Okay, the bird's going. Okay, see when I've got the right circumstances, I can sing like an angel, but it's just not right. I just can't do it right now. Anyway, where was I? Where was I at with that? Oh yeah. So, anyways, yeah, the video man has garnered this dead bodies at a funeral home has garnered us, man, 6,000 followers probably. As many followers as we had, the last 5 years of since we created this, Facebook page, and we wanted to say thank you. We wanted to celebrate this, this milestone, dude. It's not an easy thing to do to reach 10,000 on Facebook, guys. It really isn't, man. Like even with what you don't sending friend requests or not friend requests, but sending invites to every single friend you have on Facebook. You all 5,000. I did too, man. I sent it to every single one of y'all. And I thank you all that did accept that invite to like, man. I tried everything I could and pushed as far as I could to get you know to where I was to 6,000. It was like 6,100, I think. And it was just like very seldom where we get new followers and stuff, but it was pretty much, the depth, of pull that I can muster from the grandpa community, you know what I mean? To get me to where I was. And I was just really going nowhere with it. So I wasn't really nurturing it. I wasn't providing any content. I wasn't really excited about the Facebook page. I'm like, it's there. That's what I got. You know what I mean? And it's Facebook. It was a different. There was a certain stigma that I was kind of holding. For Facebook, because at the time I was still like, well, YouTube is like the premiere, it's the prime, it's the standard, you know what I mean? And I guess I don't know if like if maybe like society's view and overlook has changed on it, but mine has, like that YouTube's not necessarily the creme de la creme, the top anymore. You know what I mean? The only, you've got TikTok, you've got Instagram, you've got Facebook, frankly, and it seems like a lot of people more and more daily are kind of traveling to these other avenues for content consumption, to watch a video. And it seems like more and more people are watching long form video on Facebook. And that's one of the things that really kind of hindered us, earlier on in the Facebook realm of content creation, because a lot of the videos that were catching fire, very the highly shareable video is very small. You know what I mean? The really quick 30-minute, 1 minute videos, and I'm not really necessarily that type, to create, a joke, uh, uh, um, a scenario. I was more of the type to do longer form vlog, to show you where I'm at, to numerous things that excite me, that interest me about a certain spot, location, locale, destination, per se, food, beverage, which by the way, I just reminded myself that I've got a beverage that I want to share with you all. Let me grab it right now. But yeah, like I say, man, it feels like, just more people were just focused, and it's still the case. More people are focused on that shorter video on YouTube, on TikTok, so I kind of tended to kind of shy away from those streaming formats, in favor of YouTube. For one, where I feel comfortable. For two, where my family and myself, we have already kind of created an identity, a fan base. Just feel safe and comfortable just to kind of, nestle my way back up over here to YouTube. Yeah, it's go with what do it, do what and so there was all of that, but now, and it just felt like, my content, just wasn't being, really accepted so well on Facebook. So I just wasn't kind of, wasn't producing really as much, over there on that end, but it feels like there's been a real turnaround here lately. A lot more of our videos are being, taken in and interacted with and received well, and it's exciting, man. I'm not gonna sit here and try to act cool. No, man, it's whatever. I mean, I tell you, I'm gonna be honest. I'll be close to my emotions with you all. Every chance that I can get. And say, we enjoy it, and so we want to kind of give back. We want to have ourselves a good old fashioned duel, a good old fashioned challenge, you know what I mean, in which we can say thank you all, to everybody, for following and helping us get to 10,000 plus on Facebook, while helping a few people maybe understand who we are. New people kind of get to see us, uh, uh, me and Erica and JC, for now until he gets into the Job Corps thing. Um, just yeah, whoever, everybody in my walks of life, you know what I mean? Um, just and who we are, what we're about, you know what I mean, and what we like to do. And we know that people like to watch us. Miss Baker in the house. Mrs. Baker. Sorry, Joby. Is that the real Mrs. Baker? Let me know so I can mod her up. I'm not sure if that is or not. It's hard to tell these days. But yeah, and I know that you all, a lot of people like seeing us in that panic induced state of pain, that comes from these hot challenges, the Carolina Reaper, the Pepper X. Now, guys, the Carolina Reaper has been uh uh dethroned, has been removed of its heavy crown in favor of the Pepper X, which is also grown by mad scientist Smoking Ed Curry of Pucker Butt Pepper Company, guys, right outside of little Fort Mill, South Carolina, just an hour from here, guys. I find it so interesting that, the world's hottest pepper is grown, just right here in the Carolinas. And we're gonna go get ourselves a Carol. It's a chip. It's almost like the Packy One chip, but it is a couple million degrees hotter on the Scoville scale, supposedly. Um, Derived of this new Pepper X, they call it. I don't think we'll be able to get any true, authentic, actual peppers, but we're actually going to go to the Pepper X. Sandy, Miss Baker says she just found 2 lighters in the couch. Probably mine. I'm always losing lighters. Uh, what kind of lighters? I guess it don't matter. I don't have any Zippos. But what's that? Chicken? Oh,
That's the chip.
That's the chip. You show it, JC. Just pulled up a copy of it. It looks like
It looks like chicken.
looks like kettle chips or something. Yeah, it almost does look like a piece of chicken, huh? A nice fried piece of chicken skin, maybe one of Grandpa's toenails. Oh my God. You ever heard of the toe of Satan? This is the toe of Grandpa. The toenail of Grandpa. This is like what he would pull off of his big toe once a month with a damn pair of needle noses. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and face off mano y mano. And guys, I gotta tell you, man, this is gonna be very difficult for me, I believe. Because JC, man, like I, for one, I never really was a pepperhead. I wasn't a heat freak. I didn't chase the heat per se. I just did it. I got into the whole hot pepper challenges thing. You know what I mean? Once again, you know what I mean? It was a celebration for what 50,000. You know, when Charlie Chill got to 50,000, I looked for a way to try to thank you all, to try to come up with some sort of content that was hot. Not excuse the pun on words. You know what I mean? And these hot pepper challenges were what people were doing, So I went to that and it really intrigued me when I looked it up, and it was the Carolina Reaper. It was the hottest pepper on earth. You know what I mean? And I found that, to be a kind of I shared a very kind of like close kind of link with that, you know what I mean? And like, holy shit, here I am from Carolina, the Grandpa family, steeped, our angry roots steeped in the dirt of North and South Carolina, pretty much. And then the same heat that Grandpa, that would produce Grandpa's red hot fucking rage. You know what I mean? Produces these same fucking evil, angry creations called the Carolina Reaper and the Pepper X and the Bootla, the Jokula. I don't know how many of them have been like they're all scientist creations. You know what I mean? Splices. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah, not natural of this earth. You know what I mean? But yeah, from right here, and so I thought that it would be awesome. I thought it would just be kind of like a double whammy. Like a real fitting challenge, and thank you for 50,000. And yeah, and that's where it came from. And it's funny, here we go again, full circle, coming up, going live to say thank you to 10,000 plus, almost 11,000 on Facebook. You know what I mean? And yeah, here I am wearing maybe perhaps this sort of paper crown. You know what I mean? That I didn't, that I didn't take on, because I like hot shit. It was because I wanted to challenge myself, and I wanted to thank everybody for making me feel so important and shit. JC likes hot shit though. JC will put damn Chula on Cheerios. You know what I mean? Texas Pete on black vanilla bean Breyer's ice cream. I seen it. I seen it. No, I ain't really seen no shit like that. But damn, man, he will. This motherfucker, what'd you put down? Oh, and then my nose barbecue sauce. Hot barbecue sauce on a steak. I wanted to slap you in the mouth for that one, bro. That wasn't right. I was about to tell you to get out of my damn house. He put fucking sweet honey barbecue honey mustard baby rays on your steak. I literally wanted to fucking give him the old bums rush right out the front door. Ass, one hand on the back of your damn pants and the other one on your scruff, dude. And like how Mo does Barney. But I knew you would have just crept right in the back door like Barney going or with a. But JC, I'm gonna tell you though, I'm just fucking. But for real though, man, he like this kid's got a cast iron stomach or some shit. Like it don't phase him. Like he eats hot shit and he likes hot shit, guys. And I feel like I've got something that I must defend. I've got to keep this fucking crown. Like, and I feel like if I do beat JC tomorrow, like this will be my victory song. Like I will earn this. This is gonna be like I watched Ricky Bobby tonight. For the first time in a while, man. And this will be like Gerard versus Bobby. Joe Gerard versus Ricky Bobby, the best versus the fucking best. I feel like if I fucking beat you, man, like I will have beaten the best. I'm not gonna go out like a punk. I'm gonna give it my all. And I'm gonna try. It comes with a coin. Sharon in the house. Sharon. That's how I'm gonna be sounding tomorrow, Sharon. Sharon. I wanted to do a live stream from Pucker Butt, the store. I wanted to try to do like some kind of like creative, authentic kind of thing, you know, out in Fort Mill, us going in to buy it on live stream, and then maybe out in the street doing the challenge. You know, the duel in the street. You besmirched my goodwill, good man, and you know now we must fucking go to war. You know, duel usually with a gun. I wanted to try to do it some kind of cool way like that, but I think that we might just unfortunately only be able to like buy the chip and then maybe bring it back home here and then just do the chip challenge duel live on Facebook tomorrow or Sunday, you know, from the house. It would be cool to do it, you know, in the street and you know all that cool shit, but I just don't think it's gonna pan out the way that I wanted. So either way, you guys will still get to see us execute our challenge live on Facebook. Travels Together. Are any of you not following me on Travels Together yet on Facebook? We've got almost 5 times as many on Facebook as we do on YouTube now. Yeah, and it's pretty crazy, man. Quite the accomplishment. I'm looking forward to it. And I will take a sip. I will take a drink to that. Cheers to that, guys. With a brand new drink right here. Mountain Dew Summer Freeze. Have a look. I just pulled it out of the refrigerator. It's kind of cold. Called Summer Freeze, and it's got a picture of a bomber pop on here. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the bomb pop, the red, white, and blue bomb pop that comes out of the ice cream trucks in the summertime. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Faygo. I think it's called Red Pop, something like that. Miss Baker says, yeah, Travels Together on Facebook exploded all of a sudden. Great to see. I tell you, man, it was just like every time that I signed on to my Facebook, you know, my personal account, you know, I receive notifications for my Travels Together business page or whatever. And I mean, it was just like gangbusters, man. It was just boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And it was the video "Dead Bodies at a Funeral Home." It's almost at 500,000 views and 1,000 shares. Yeah. Let me see if y'all aren't familiar with the Faygo Firework. That's what it's called, Firework.
Good too.
Yeah, man, it is really good. It tastes just like the bomb pop, and I swear my allegiance to it. Not so sure what this is going to taste like. It looks like it's actually a blue liquid, though. I like the Fuego Bomber Pop. Let me grab my cup real quick, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. We'll judge it on presentation and everything here right now. I don't have a clear cup to drink out of right now, so we're going to use I'm going to use a measuring cup. How about that, guys? In true AGP fashion, just going to use some random dish out of the kitchen. So if you have a look right here, it's actually blue. It's almost like maybe like Velocity or something or maybe Voltage or something. Now, I wonder how many of these different kind of liquids and beverages that Mountain Dew keeps on hand They say limited batches and stuff, but I wonder how many of them that they keep on hand that are a certain color or something that they may just add flavoring to, a little certain something, a little twist. You know what I mean? Like it's voltage, but then they add a little something to it. You know what I mean? To kind of change it to something different to make everybody buy, even though it's really just voltage, back stock, dead stock that they need to get rid of. So they create some little what trend that I buy into, that we buy into, and then we buy up their dead stock voltage, with just a splash of voodoo or something. I don't know. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a taste test of this right here. Summer Freeze Mountain Dew. I found it at Walmart. I didn't find they weren't in bottle form. I only found them in the suitcases, or not suitcase, 12-pack jackets of the 12-ounce cans. So that's where they are right now. I don't know if they are at anywhere else, but they should be hitting gas stations, here soon, if not. So, anyways, smells like it smells like Bomber Pop. It smells like Bomb Pop. It's got the fruity hints and tones. We're gonna jump. I'm gonna be like Paul Giamatti from Sideways. Not drinking no fucking Merlot. Fruity undertones, but very sweet. Halo, what they say. Okay, I just took me a nice swallow. If you're just watching and not listening, or if you're just listening and not watching, I just swallowed it. I just took it. Kind of reminds me of Windex. You could probably like fool a friend, put some Windex in their summer freeze. Have a real good time this summer. Mojo, I love you too, buddy. Now I'm not so sure if I have Fago Red Pop in the room or not. But whoop whoop. I'm not so sure if I like this as much as I like the Fago Bomb Pop. But I'm not gonna lie with you guys. I have been dieting like a son of a bitch. I have been denying myself a lot of sugar here lately. But so I mean, this could be altering my judgment, man. But this is delicious. It's absolutely delightful. It's fantastic. I'm not even drinking it from the spout. And it doesn't paint your tongue. That would be extra special if it painted your tongue like what's that? Belly washers. What was that? What's that? Those gobstoppers that paint your tongue. Those are always fun to eat on in class and shit, and then you would just dye your whole mouth just like a purple or a blue or an orange or something. And stick your tongue out at a chick. They'd be like, that again. Yeah. Then you start with you're flirting. I tell you, man, it was awesome, dude. Thank you so much to those. What were those? Those are those candies called again? Tongue painters, tongue splashers. Dago, it is shockingly blue, huh, Dag? Huh, Dago? So Dago, what's the new crime story that you getting in on here lately? You heard about what's this I guess nobody died, but some little girl got shot and her dad got shot. right here in North Carolina for I guess her basketball rolled into his yard. Um, yeah, not sure if it was racially charged or if this guy was just a straight up asshole, just didn't like people's basketballs. I said keep your goddamn ball out my yard, but it was pretty crazy. He's in jail for that right now. There's another one that's in town. That's in town. This girl, I think her name was Shaniqua Davis or something like that. Got pretty much pummeled to death by her some of her own quote unquote friends while on vacation in Mexico. And I guess prosecutors aren't prosecuting the case, even though there was video of this girl getting beaten to death on the internet. Motherfuckers beat her ass to death and posted it. It's crazy. But I guess the Mexican police, the federales, I guess they chose not to convict of murder or anything because they just don't have enough proof, supposedly, and they really don't want to distract from the tourism, you know. So come to Mexico, you can get away with murder. Bring your wife to Mexico on your honeymoon if you really don't like her. Because apparently they really need them tourist dollars, and they're turning a blind eye. They're tipping their sombreros to any really hairy shit, any situations, kind of like what the White Lotus probably. I wonder if they reported that. Anybody watch the White Lotus? I don't know if I like the first one or the second one better, but the first one, man, was interesting, man. My dude got, well, I don't know, spoilers. What happens on vacation in Mexico stays on vacation in Mexico. Clint Eastwood in the house. What's happening with your brother? 1980s Betamax. What's in a Beetlejuice? You tell me. I imagine sardines. Beetlejuice likes a lot of sardines. Likes his sardines and gummy bears. Could be, could be. Or is a Beetlejuice a drink? Are you talking about Beetlejuice from Howard Stern? Or are you talking about a drink? We're just sitting here having a drink, chilling, talking. How about that, guys? How about it, man? Isn't life just awesome, dude? This is just what I've been doing, man. I've just been kind of chilling, hanging out. I ain't necessarily been drinking funky sodas, man. I've been kind of denying myself the sugar as much as I can, even though I came home today and I fucked up 3 brownies, dude. I was like, damn it, I did it. You really did it to yourself, Charlie. But I stepped on the scale and I was 162. So feel pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Will Ouellette in the house. Ouellette 1993. How you doing tonight, buddy? Ouellette. Almost sounds like somebody puking. Your last name. Ouellette. Is that how you pronounce Ouellette? Ouellette. No, I'm kidding. I just fuck with you. I kid. I kid because I love. I kid with you because I love you. I kid with you because I want you to be my boyfriend. It's called flirting. David James, much love, brother, says you are looking pretty fit, Charlie. I mean, dude, I've been trying, man. Let me tell you what, guys. Do I have any old pictures, man? I don't know, man. Like, I decided last year, January of last year, to go on a diet. And since then, I lost like 70 pounds. I was 213, 213, 215. And I dropped all the way down to like 152. And I kind of got back up to almost 170. Actually, I did get up to 170 just a week ago. And I have since pushed myself back down to 162. But man, like, let me tell you, man, check it out. Here's me, 2021, April, 2 years ago. April 2 years ago. To now. And I was actually trying to how was I was trying to hold the camera where like my shoulder kind of creased up a little bit. You know what I mean? To look like to look like I was trying to fucking give myself some muscle or something. But now, like, I've literally fucking look at that shit. I've actually got it now, dude. It's like, dude, I'm telling you, man, like, just take it from me, man. Just if you're unhappy with something about yourself, you know what I mean, with the way things are going, with certain aspects of your life, in your love life, in your careers, physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm almost at a point right now, guys, where I'm like maybe wanting to talk to like maybe like some therapy or something, like find me a therapist and stuff. Because like I feel like everywhere is great in my life except for sometimes in my head, you know what I mean? And um, who better to go to than for that than a damn head doctor, you know what I mean? A therapist, somebody that can actually look inside your shit and kind of help you sort it out, you know what I mean? And I feel like maybe I would benefit greatly from that, yeah, but be proactive, and keep going. Where am I at? Let me see if I got another picture. 2019, 2019, 2019. No, so those are no. I was looking to see if I had a picture from last year, this time last year. Um, because I probably hadn't lost by April of last year. I probably hadn't lost but like 20 pounds, which is still good, you know what I mean? But I was still showing it. I was still carrying it, Uh, and it could have been easy for me to just been discouraged and said, fuck it. I had lost 20 pounds. That's good enough or whatever. But I kept it going, you know what I mean? And like one of the hardest things, dude, I feel like is not just getting it off, but keeping it off, man. You know, it's been it's been a while now that I've kept it stuck solidly in the 160 range, and that didn't come from just snacking every day and just eating what I wanted. You know what I mean? Like I still have my cheat days and stuff, and I've learned not to really, you know, feel guilty or wallow in a certain amount of guilt, when I do cheat or I do slip up, you know what I mean? And to just enjoy, you know. But I've been doing a real good job at keeping it in the 160s now for about 6 months now. How long have I been in my 160s? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. 4 to 6 months maybe. But I've kept it off, and I intend to continue. I intend to try to drop it down to 155. I'm still doing my push-ups, guys. My curl bars. I'm about to get me a pull-up set so I can start doing my pull-ups and shit. The muscle is really 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 coming in. You know what I mean? And with that, so will the weight. Muscle weighs more than fat. And I got a feeling that here soon I probably won't physically be able to get down to 150, but I'm gonna try. Some people may not like that. Some people may not think it's healthy. I'm talking a little low because Erica doesn't necessarily feel like it's healthy. I think Erica has a thing for fat boys. Let's be real. She got with me when I was, horrible shape, the worst shape of my life, and she loved me for it no matter what, And I guess maybe she feels like maybe like 150 might be a little unhealthy, But hey, my body, my temple, my religion. And I feel like there's a big difference, what I'm saying, between 165 and 155, especially when it comes to the, working out and being cut, not feeling so bloated and round, you know what I mean? And yeah, I feel a lot more confident whenever I'm in my 150s, and working out and shit. But we'll see. I might actually start. I might start taking some protein and stuff. I got a bunch of was it organic, some shit like that, in the cubby and some peanut butter protein powders and stuff that I might start taking here soon. Some sort of mass building shit. For whenever I get my damn curl bar. And I was thinking about a weight bench here soon too, but I don't know if I necessarily have the space for a fucking weight bench. And I don't necessarily want to go to damn Planet Fitness. Guys, I'd gotten me a subscription membership to Planet Fitness, and then I went there and I just didn't like the lay of everything. I didn't like the way it was set up. I just didn't like all the people there. I know they say it's quote unquote a judgment free zone. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit self conscious. Maybe I'm a tad antisocial or something. But I kind of felt like had some eyes wandering over at me and shit. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I feel like it's just a lot more convenient for me to sit here and just watch TV, watch my movies, watch Beef, watch Joe. What I watched Talladega Nights, John Wick. I watched John Wick 1 and John Wick 2. I don't feel like I need to watch John Wick 3 or 4. Is John Wick 3 really that much different from John Wick 1 and John Wick 2? I watched 47 Ronin, and that was a bad motherfucking movie. It was like John Wick, but with swords and shit. Respergu, thank you so much, brother. Says, hello, Mr. Charlie. Boogie will have a boxing match with Wings on May 13th. I got my money on Wings of Redemption. Yeah, what are the bookies got got on that one? What are the odds? What's the over under on that? I feel like I don't know, like I don't follow them too much or whatever. First off, I mean, yeah, and like they're both fat. I mean, no offense, but they're both fat. Like, how long do you expect these rounds to really be? Honestly, I don't see fucking 2 minutes. I see like 30-second rounds. Can you imagine these motherfuckers? They look more like they're slow dancing after fucking 20 seconds than they would then they would be fucking fighting. After 20 seconds, these motherfuckers are like, you might as well just fucking cue some fucking damn slow music or some shit, dude. Like, I can't see it being very high impact. You know what I mean? Like, we're definitely not talking about fucking Jake Paul and KSI. You know what I mean? Like,
That's the card for the fights.
it's kind of embarrassing to me. Is that the card right
That's the
here?
card right there. Jake KSI's the main event.
Oh well, that's all right. If you're getting on the undercard with KSI, is it undercard or is it going to be like on the?
The bottom is like matches that are like early. And the
Yeah,
top is
so yeah,
later.
appreciate on the pre-show. So it's like an undercard. Well, you know what? I can give some credit. I can give some daps to that. I guess like was so. What was the deal with this? Is Wings the one that showed up at his doorstep?
Yeah.
No, Wings isn't the one that stepped up at the doorstep, right?
This ain't my fault a little
No, we're not going there.
bit.
But if that's the same guy that showed up at Boogie's doorstep, then he's gained a lot of weight. Burger says Boogie's the main event. I just don't see it being high octane. You know what I mean? Like I mean, but then again, guys, I got to be quite honest with you, man. Like I'm not that big into uh fighting. I'm not really that big into the sport of fighting. Like I couldn't tell you who, who the champion of UFC is. I couldn't tell you who the up and comer. I couldn't tell you a lot. Maybe was that the guy? I know it.
That's dude right there.
Uh, I'm not having getting too much information feedback from on here. Uh, Someone just has watched Boogie's older series. Well, yeah, like apparently, like he had a lot of like angry grandpa aspects about him or what have you. Like apparently, he was like he would rage out. Francis was kind of like grandpa with the Mountain Dew and hiding his food and stuff like that. And like and I totally get it. I'm not bashing on anybody's favorite content creator. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's just like what was that? Just say just it just on the outside looking in, you know what I mean? And this was before I saw that I mean like that it was a an undercard, you know what I mean? Which leads to just a tiny bit of credence, you know what I mean? A bit more weight to the situation, no pun intended. But um Pam Tony. Don't have artificial flavor and gluten free. Get organic. Read labels. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'm not sitting here damn indulging in Mountain Dews like on a daily basis and stuff like that. Like I literally just got this that dew right there just pretty much to because it was new. It's a new dew, and I wanted to kind of try it out for you all. So normally I'm drinking water. I'm either drinking water or I'll be honest with you, man. I drink a fuckload of these damn ghosts, uh, the rain energy drinks. Um, Honestly, guys, these have almost kind of been like a dietary supplement for me. I'll drink a couple of these uh, at night, and I'll exercise and stuff, and I won't eat. I won't have dinner. I'll just sit there and work it all off. And then the next day I'll eat myself some rice, some chicken, a green salad or something like that. And then I'll get back to this. Anybody else hooked on this shit? I noticed that went to GNC last week and they had cases of this shit. Just fucking just stockpiled in like one corner of the store. And I had to imagine that I wasn't the only one that uses these, like, I guess, as a dietary supplement. You know, not only is it like, look, calorie free, sugar free, cholesterol free. Look, 0, 0, 0, 0, 7 carbs, which I don't necessarily like that. No, 0 sugar, 0 fat, 5 calories. And tastes just fucking like uh blueberry Sour Patch Kids. If you guys like these Sour Patch Kids, man, you got to get on this shit because pow. It's like you microwaved a Sour Patch Kid. Now, I'll be honest with you. There are sometimes at some point, man, you drink enough of these, man, and man, it almost gives like a disgustingly sweet, like, ugh. You know, like I'll literally like take me a good old swallow, and I'm like, and it's not because it's like nasty or whatever. It's almost because it's like too sweet. Oh, I'm sitting there drooling on myself now. That shit got me drooling, and it absolutely kind of baffles me, guys, because damn, if you read here, total sugars 0, total added sugars 0, 0 fucking sugars, dude, and this is, this is sweeter than Liberace tears. Sweeter than Aaron Carter's tears, man. Seriously. But damn, if you look here, natural caffeine. Now, where are we going? Vegan friendly. For my friend right there, it is vegan friendly. What am I looking for though? It's got a lot of sodium, I think, though. Vitamin, niacin, carnipure. Then it gets down to some weird stuff that I'm not so sure about this. Where I wonder if maybe one day in the future I realize that I destroyed my my liver. You know what I mean? With all this shit, you just don't ever know. But this is all the energy factor to these ghost beverages right here. 1980s Batman says drink almond milk. I do drink almond milk, man. I have chocolate almond milk in the refrigerator that I drink a lot of, especially in the middle of the night, man. I'll get up, I'll take a piss because this shit makes you piss, dude. I'll piss 5, 6, 7 times a night, man. It's ridiculous. Is that bad? Is that bad? Is that bad for you, man? When you fucking piss 5, 6, 7 times a night? Is that like bad for your body? But then, yeah, I'll go piss and then I'll wake up and then I'll go to the kitchen and I like my chocolate almond milk. And I'll take me a little sip off it, a little snork off the quart before I go back to bed. Yeah. Dago says that's not a good thing. Oh man, I'm gonna have to stop drinking these fucking energy drinks. I don't want to stop. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to these energy drinks, guys. What do I do? I guess I'm gonna have to do something. Do the same thing that I do with that I did with cigarettes, that I did with pot, that I did with alcohol. Which pot's like a little different, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's you know, less of a stigma. It's becoming legalized everywhere. This is legal right here. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Flying Horse cartridges. This one's actually got Acapulco Gold and Jack Herer, but it's a Delta 8, you know, type vaporizing delivery, and I like it. It doesn't give me the smoked out, like zombie fried. I'm not like that confused. I don't get anxious, anxiety. Guys, I got to be honest with you, man. There was a time, people smoke pot and stuff to calm down, to relax and stuff. Maybe I just didn't have my dosage right. I guess I smoked way too much, you know what I mean? And then I would just get aggravated, just antsy, aggravated, just annoyed. Does that ever happen with anybody else? You know what I mean? Like, you hear all these, usually hear people say smoke bud to chill and relax and calm down, but it was doing the opposite for me, you know? It was doing the absolute opposite for me, and I was just like, and in the back of my mind, I was like, man, you got, this is what's bothering you. You got to drop it. You know, I was just so afraid to. I didn't want to, dude. It was just like the alcohol, man. Swear to God, it was just like the alcohol. Whenever I would tell myself, bro, like, uh, 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 you need to quit drinking. You know, I'd be at work telling myself, man, you gotta quit. You gotta quit. Thinking about all the dumb shit I did the night before, you know, and I'd be telling myself, you gotta quit drinking, man. You gotta quit drinking, you know. And but then I would think in the back of my head, you know, well, what am I gonna do? If I quit drinking, what am I gonna do tonight when I get off work? Just sit at home and sober? I can't do that. Like the very thought of me not getting drunk, the very thought of me sitting at home sober with my thoughts and emotions and feelings, dude, was like the scariest fucking thing in the world. And it's laughable, guys, when you think about that, dude. It's like it's sad. Like I had to be drunk just to live with myself, just to be around myself. Oh man. Sad, hilarious realities, you know what I mean? But realities that I can face, that I can admit, and you know, that I've overcome, you know. So I guess you know these energy drinks is are a drop in the bucket. You know, I don't think they necessarily have too strong of a how would you say an addictive characteristic to them. You know what I mean? Because like I won't wake up in the morning like I gotta have one, gotta have one, gotta have one. Now there is an alcoholic uh, tendency inside of me that is triggered when I drink these energy drinks, though, guys. Because there's times where I'll call it a beer. Y'all remember times where I would go live, like, all right, be right back, gotta give me another beer, like, and then I'd catch myself and I'd say, "Fuck, you can't be doing that." And yeah, and then I would also, you know, just like beer, once you pop one, that's it. You can't stop until it's time to go to bed. You know, like my old boss man used to say, man, you got to get up pretty early if you want to drink all day. You know, and if I got up early and I started drinking early, and I was drinking all day for sure. I would try my best when I was younger, you know, to wait until at least 12 o'clock. But anyway, yeah, you know, like these energy drinks are nothing like that. Peanuts compared to some of the other things that I have overcome. Some of these other addictions that I have let go, that I have kicked, as it were. So yeah. Anyway, so that's it, guys. Having a big ol' having a challenge tomorrow, either tomorrow or Sunday. What do you think about my hair, guys? My hair, my hairline, kind of got the gray going. I ain't had like a 5 o'clock shadow in a while, but it's all gray. It's all gray as fuck. You remember before when I let it grow out some, it was really thinning right here. I'm still kind of conceited and egotistical in a certain in the way of the addict. Don't they say every addict is an egotistical piece of shit? So I still check myself out and stuff. I'll be talking to y'all, but then I'll be looking over here in the camera at myself. You'll see me do it sometimes. If I'm either looking at the number, the view number over here, or I'm looking at myself. Oh, I'm embarrassed by my farts, guys. Like, like coming from such a strong farter, like Dad, you know, he broke the walls down, man. Like when it came to farting, the realm of farting and what could be done, the possibilities of your ass. You know what I mean? The rumblings that could be created from one's gastrointestinal tubes. Dad was a farter amongst men. You know what I mean? And then I come along with my little fucking rabbit farts. My little weasel toots. I don't feel like a man when I fart. I don't feel like a man when I fart. I don't fart like a man. I fart like a toddler. I don't think that'll ever change. Renee Gallardo. I had caffeine once in my life and got this really bad panic attack and never again. It does tend to usually give me a certain amount of anxiety that I don't like. Oh, I saw something. Thought I was a wasp in the house. It tends to induce a certain amount of anxiety in me as well that I don't like, and crabbiness, snappiness. I'll get irritable, but you know what I mean. I will be kind of worked up, kind of my blood be pumping. I'll exercise more. I need to find a healthier, more natural, less damaging alternative for caffeine, energy alternative. Bananas, mm, something not produced in a lab. You know what I mean? Hmm. David James has channeled the bad energy. Woo. Break it down. I'm good. I don't feel affected by really any negative energy. Honestly, guys, I feel like life is good. Honestly, you know what I mean. Like I haven't indulged myself in like the world of the drama. Which that hasn't gone anywhere. You know what I mean. Isaac and his dwindling cast of slob trolls, uh, have constantly been there. You know what I mean? To uh, you know, create turmoil, not in just my life, but everybody's life. So I mean, I don't necessarily have to feel too special about that. I mean, hit me with a one if you have personally been attacked and targeted by Isaac. You know what I mean? Because of your own shit with him. You know what I mean? Whether it was you taking up for me or just because of you calling him fat or something like that. Like, so I'm not. I shouldn't have to feel. I shouldn't have to feel special. Like I'm the only one. You know what I mean? But that being said, you know what I mean. There's always a certain amount of drama and negativity and just like soul sucking. Yeah, just fucking goo of just hate, slimy fucking negativity. You know what I mean? You name it, into the bucket. There, yeah, there it is. That these fuckers, that they live in, dude. Like, I don't know. I just got lost in the whole verbiage just there. I try not to get involved. I try not to stay, like, but so it's always there. And like I said, misery loves company. And there are certain cancerous people that like are filled with just so much hate and anger and evil that it just spills over onto other people. You know what I mean? But you can control how much, gets on you. But, just staying kind of away, how close you decide to get to it. That's just like tuna, dude. Like tuna is one of the her and Isaac really are running neck and neck for the most miserable fuck on the internet. I swear to God, dude, like every time you turn around, they are always into some kind of fucking negative drama bullshit. This person said this, that person did this person told me if you give me 20, I'll give you a 5 back. Then we break it and you give me a 1 and the 20 for the 50 and the 100. And this person is a pedo and said this. I got the screenshot. Just, oh my fucking God. Really? Really, it would physically be sick. No wonder Fatty's in the hospital for diverticulitis, fucking poop festering in his butthole. Fucking, he's got goddamn doo-doo backed up into his fucking veins. He probably ain't probably fucking, I don't know. So caught up in the drama, he barely wipes. But it said that he can't wipe. I can't see him really wiping, honestly, dude. Like, he's big. He's a big dude. He's like an overweight T-Rex. He's got, and it's like the bigger you get, the smaller your arms get. You know what I mean? He's almost like Kirby, dude. And I seen him not long ago, man. He was live streaming, dude, and his eyes were all just fucking saggy, and his mouth was all just kind of droopy, and his face, he was very bloated, dude. And his skin was all yellow, and he looked like a fucking Chinaman. He did. He looked like a great fat Chinaman or some shit. And I was like, dude, fuck, man. Like, you need to get your shit together, bro, because you look like ass. Renee Gallardo says, what's the update on good old Dougie? I don't know what's been up with Dougie. I guess Dougie's been killing it in the super chats and shit. Apparently, Dougie has himself a spot that he can call his own. He live streaming, keeping a decent, healthy fan base, and apparently he's succeeding, doing well. I've seen quite a few posts and shit where Tuna is just giving Doug mad hell and comparing her situation to his and why she deserves money and Doug don't, you know what I mean? And why he can go to work but she can't, and just all that shit. It's like, oh my God. Like, that alone right there tells me that Doug is doing well. You know what I mean? But as far as like talking with Dougie one-on-one, privately, and all that, not really. I haven't really heard from him. I wish him well. I wish him well. I wish him the best. You know what I mean? But we just kind of like live our own separate lives. Amongst our own separate communities. AGP, it kind of binds us all together, but then we have our own circles and stuff. In which I kind of don't run with anybody, you know what I mean? That's what I find so funny, you know what I mean? Like Fatty will sit there and Isaac will sit there and talk about, yeah, I know y'all are in private chats laughing about me. Like, no, I'm not. I don't fucking talk to no goddamn body. Like that's your paranoia showing. Like you know those fuckers that walk past a group of people and the people all laugh just kind of on time about something or whatever, and then this person's like, they were talking about me. I know they were, you know. Meanwhile, these fuckers are laughing about fucking some funny part of a movie that they all watched last night, the night before, or some shit like that, you know. But then this paranoid fuck right here living in his own miserable, dramatic, chaotic existence full of fabricated insecurities, you know what I mean, and falsehoods, you know what I mean. Damn, thinks all of a sudden that this fucking group over here is talking about him. Now he goes and gets a damn AK and shoots them all up. You know what I mean? The same miserable fucks like Isaac are the same fuckers that are out there, damn, taking their aggressions out on the world in a very physical and real way. How many victims out there have picked up a gun and squeezed the trigger, aimed it at the world that they feel slighted them, and pulled that trigger? They're the victims, the ones with an axe to grind, the ones that gotta get their revenge, that gotta get even. You know what I mean? The ones that turn dangerous because they just don't feel like they're getting the certain satisfaction or vengeance or justice that they deserve. So they're going to go out and they're going to get it on their own terms, in their own way. That haven't made an accord and a peace, you know, with a power and a force, you know, in circumstances that were just beyond their control, either at that given time or ever. There's some shit that just will never ever be able to control. You just gotta damn bite, swallow, and fucking accept it. Take a big old bite of the shit sandwich and move on. You know what I mean? But some people just can't do that. Some people just gotta grind that axe. Just gotta harbor that hate. They gotta fester. They gotta feed and fuel that fire inside of them that they feel that they rightly feel that they deserve to hold. You know what I mean? And this is my anger. You know what I mean? That I get to hold and control and let it burn inside of me towards you because it's right. I have that right. You know what I mean? And you just sit there and you just galvanize on that. You know what I mean? And true until it truly turns into something terrible, you know. For you and for everybody in your existence that you decided to visit that pain upon. You know what I mean? In which is why Isaac's group has gotten smaller and smaller. His circle has got just dwindled and gotten smaller and smaller and less because he is abused and attacked and visited that fucking destruction and devastation and chaos and hectic existence upon. Visited his violent anger and just dumped all that shit either in a very joking way or just straight up holstered or shouldered it upon. How many people we seen him take his shit out on? I saw Morty and Rachel and them in there in doing their live stream the other day with Starshine and Larry. They were two people that were straight up punching bags for Isaac. For him to revisit his own abuse and turmoil and anger upon, and they did it with very good, kind hearts, much like Steve Billings did. Now you see Steve got his own thing going on, and yeah, it was good. I was like good on them to see them actually out kind of doing their thing now. Larry playing the guitar, you know what I mean? Everybody cheering him on and being very, uh 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 positive and encouraging, you know what I mean, towards the guy, you know what I mean? The same guy who was just held under fucking Isaac's thumb for so long, pretty much like Bam did to damn to Rab himself and to Rake Yon and Brian D or Brandon D Camilio. You know what I mean? Other names that Bam didn't give a fuck about that were just damn lackeys and yokels to his show that he beat up on, you know what I mean? And they never really got the full appreciation, you know, and love that they were, you know, that they deserved. And Steve, you know what I mean? Steve carried fucking Slob Mob those live streams for how long? While fucking Fatty was sitting on the other end, fucking getting stoned to fucking sleep on gummies and liquid weed while his children sat in the other bedroom bored or whatever. I'm sure they weren't fucking, I'm sure they weren't in bed at fucking 6 o'clock in the evening while Fatty fucking, you know, stoned himself to sleep. You know what I mean? To a point where he's not entertaining whatsoever, and Steve is over here carrying the torch. Starshine and Larry carrying the torch, but they get fucking shit on every chance that Fatty got just to make himself feel better. You know? But it was good to see, you know, them actually, you know, doing a little shining of their own, you know, showcasing a little bit of their own talents. And I'm not saying that, hey, man, these people got what it takes to be America's next fucking idol or whatever, you know, but it's good, you know, it's encouraging to see people get together and share to bond, you know, with one another through common interest, you know, and through, you know, skills, and have somebody say, hey, man, look what I can do. You know, I can play the guitar a little bit. Check me out. It ain't always the Steve, you know, show, the Isaac show, the kid behind the camera show, the Charlie Chill show. You know what I mean? That you yourself have individual traits and qualities, you know, that you can share with everybody. It's nice to, you know, to know that you got, you know, that you have something to offer more than just the drama, the bullshit, being somebody's sidekick, a number to the Legion, to the overall aim of whatever, you know, this person, you know, is trying to accomplish. So, but yeah. Anyway, guys, I feel like I've talked for a while. How long we been on here? 2 hours. Going live either tomorrow night or Sunday on Facebook. Me versus JC. We're going duel. Mano y mano. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do everything I can, everything in my power to make sure I leave with that coin in my pocket. To prove that my crown is not just a paper crown, that my Pepper King crown is solid. That it is gold, baby. That it is tungsten. So, anyways, I thank you all for joining, man. We kept it, like I say, not that I'm, you know, too much of a slave on numbers and stuff, you know, but right around 100 people, a little bit over at one point, and yeah, you know, feel good about that. I appreciate you all for joining, hanging out with me, listening to, you know, what was on my mind, you know, the good news. Almost 11,000 on Facebook, and that's not an easy, or that's not, that's not a very easy accomplishment. I defy anyone else to, you know, in the grandpa community, you know, to do the same, you know. and I'll congratulate you when you do so. You know, because like I say, it's not easy, and I recognize that. So, anyways, I'm getting off here. I think I might play a couple of rounds of Jason before bed. Time is at 9:50. And yeah, don't have to work tomorrow. I get to hang out. We're going to go pick up our peppers or a chip anyway. Maybe get like a fresh pepper for Erica. Maybe for who knows. Go see some nature stuff. We got to start booking some more abandoned stuff, some more creepy stuff, because it seems like that is the content that is driving um, our Facebook page right now. So give the fans what they want, right? And plus, we like doing it too. And yeah, there are a few spots to go check out. So who knows? Hopefully, we will be urbexing some more creepy, scary stuff here soon. And yeah, we'll definitely take you along with us, share all of it with you. So Mojo Jr., man, much love to you and the fam, little brother, man. I've seen you in here all night, and I didn't ignore you. Hopefully you don't feel like you were ignored. I've just been rapping live. Miss Spratling, you and the family out there. Y'all are in Arizona too, right? I hope I'm not getting. Is Arkansas begins with an A? Pepper Queen, Stanley, Miss Rachel Lynn, David James, much love down on the upside. Renee Gallardo, AJ's Adventures, Pam Tony, Junior brother. Oh y'all, man. Bronx born, much love back out to you out there in New York in the boroughs. The Bronx called the boroughs. Yeah. Sorry, I hate to end the night, showcasing my ignorance about the Bronx and the boroughs and blah blah blah. Talking shit I don't know. Anyways, I love y'all. Have a great night. Damn it, I wish I had an exact time or date, either tomorrow or Sunday, but we will be going live, burning our mouths, and I'm keeping my fucking title. Promise you that, Jay. I'm gonna beat your ass. Night, guys. Love y'all. Have a great night. Thank you all for joining, for donating, and yeah, for the fellowship, man. Wolfpack for life, guys. Always, man. Have a great night.